Today, Friday, May 22nd, the Pentagon released over 50 videos and documents regarding UFOs, all classified information that has since been declassified and ordered to be made public per President Trump. Is this just a ploy from the government to keep us distracted? Or is this leading up to a much bigger reveal? Either way, we are going to dive deep into these unidentified anomalous phenomena documents, or UAPs. Hi there, and welcome back to your favorite space where the thoughts are a bit elevated and the conversation gets too real. I am your host, Mrs. Hi There.
And I'm Mr. Hi There.
And we're back, baby. I know we took a little bit of a little breaky break, but we're back. The disclosure is roping us right back in. So, at this point in our program, I am going to go ahead and recommend that you join us in Elevated Thoughts and do a little bit of gardening, zen yourself out a little, because we have a lot to cover. And it will be so much more fun if we're all on the same brain wave.
It'd be good to be on our level to talk about this subject, so.
There is one thing in particular in today's release that really caught my attention, and that's what I want to talk about. I was actually going to talk about a lot more, but I got locked in on this specific topic and was like, you know what, this whole episode needs to be about just this.
So I have no idea. I didn't even know this was out. So this is literally all this new info. I'm excited because that's some crazy stuff released from the government. It's got to be some good stuff in there.
Today, we're going to be discussing the written account from a senior U.S. intelligence officer and his experience encountering a UFO, or as they call it, a UAP.
Oh, so this is like an official government person. Like I guess their takes on, or their experiences with UFOs?
Yeah, so this is a high rank in the military.
Okay.
The Navy.
So what you're saying is this should be credible, whatever they're saying?
Yeah, so this is not just him, but there's also multiple witnesses.
Okay. That should be good then.
If you are interested in looking at the full documents as well as his written statement, you can find this under USPER statement about UAP sighting on the war.gov/UFO release date 2 website. I'm going to read his statement, and then I figured we can talk about it.
Yeah, see what he said.
On redacted date in 2025 at approximately 1700 hours, so the early evening, a senior U.S. intelligence official, a federal partner, and 2 pilots from a state partner organization departed the facility to conduct an aerial search of the surrounding mountain range. Previous eyewitness reports of orbs and lights at coordinates they were going to, because that information was redacted, and hearing thuds as if something has fallen and hit the ground. His direct statement is, quote, "Our mission was to investigate loud thuds heard in the mountains on a test range, which coincided with unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP sightings, reported over the previous several nights." So, they're surveilling a mountain range that is used for testing various weapons, such as rockets and projectiles, which means a lot of debris and remnants from past testing projects, which basically means they weren't necessarily worried about the thudding sounds reported, as that's what happens on a test range. They were more focused on the orbs of lights that have been reported. At 1751 hours, one agent spotted a large cavern entrance and conducted a short orbit of the location. The senior officer determined that the terrain surrounding the cave did not have a safe space for them to land, so he instructed the pilot to fly around the area a few times while they observed the location, and then they moved on. Around 2050 hours, they landed west of the mountains and dropped off the federal partner. At 2052 hours, the two pilots and the senior officer headed towards the facility location to refuel. At 2141 hours, they were instructed by their Joint Operations Center, or JOC, to search a nearby mountain for debris that was spotted by the listening post/observation post. The senior officer noted at this time that the sun had already set, so the pilot switched to forward-looking infrared and night vision goggles while he continued to use his unaided naked eye. At 2149 hours, so making this a brief search on their part, they decided to depart the search location as they could not find the debris. As they're about to leave, the officer receives a message from the JOC. The radar had detected hits 4 miles uprange from where they were. The coordinates given by the JOC for these detected hits were the same exact area where the UAP location had been observed the previous nights. Which, side note, can you imagine this being you and the roller coaster of emotions that he must have felt at this time? I would have been like, all right, hell yeah, no spooky shit happening out here. Let's go back, boys. To just get radioed and told to go back to the exact location where people were seeing UFOs because there are reports of one there right now. I'd be absolutely scared shitless. Are you kidding me? Anyways, the pilots start heading to the coordinates provided, and the senior intelligence officer wrote, quote, "What followed was a series of close UAP encounters lasting over an hour," end quote. Oh, hell no. Hell no. The military better be providing these people with amazing therapy because holy shit, I'd be so traumatized. Are you kidding me? At 2202 hours, they arrived at the location of the hits and spotted a possible aircraft on the horizon moving away to the west. So the ground team are saying they saw an orb under the forward-looking infrared radar that was red hot, hovering at ground level, moving east and then south at high speeds. The officer states that their ground team radios them to tell them that the object began to rise from the ground, approached within 10 feet of their helicopter, suddenly dropped back down, and then sped off. This is when the pilots are able to observe this thing through their night vision goggles, where they witness it split into two and sped away. Simultaneously, the ground team is also noting that the UAP broke into two orbs. At this point, the listening/observation posts tell them to pursue the UAP in their helicopter. The senior officer wrote that they briefly pursued but broke off, unable to match its speed. At 2207 hours, so that means this is all happening within a span of minutes, okay? The JOC informed them that 5 fighter jets had recently launched a training mission nearby, so they requested that the jet come in to assist in the pursuit of the UAP. So, at this point in time, they're all given directions from the JOC on where to go, and they're moving about 20 miles from their current location to try to intercept this orb thing. They again were unable to match the speed of the UAP and broke off pursuit. At 2218 hours, hovering in their helicopter about 700 feet above ground level, they saw countless orange orbs swarming in all directions of the mountain, which lasted several minutes before fading, officially losing sight of the orbs at 22:27 hours. The JOC then tells them to go back to their previous position as there's new radar hits detected. This is where shit gets crazy, as they're moving to intercept around 700 feet above ground level. All three of them witness two large orbs flare up side by side, hovering close to the right side of the helicopter's rotor disc. Each orb was oval shaped, orange with a yellow or white center, and emitted light in all directions. A third orb flared up below the pair, followed by a fourth orb below that, forming a total of 4 or 5 orbs in a T formation. Moments later, the lights began to dim in reverse order, remaining completely stationary until they completely vanished from view. The senior officer stated that this whole ordeal only lasted 10 to 15 seconds. No photos were taken as he was busy assessing if it was a threat or not. At 22:28 hours, the team was obviously shaken up because the officer wrote that there was a discussion on landing, but decided to remain hovering at 700 feet for continued observation. In the distance, they spotted the 5 fighter jets at 23,000 feet above ground level and were able to identify the jets due to their blinking navigation lights, which is important to note because I know people would say that the swarms of orbs they saw must have been from the fighter jets. But no, bitch, they were able to differentiate between the fighter jets and the UFOs. Okay? At 22:33 hours, the senior officer and pilots watched from afar as the same type of oval-shaped orbs began to appear directly above the fighter jets. So the orbs flared up one at a time in a horizontal formation, matching the jet speed and flight path. And once again, after about 10 to 15 seconds, the orbs all began to dim until they completely disappeared. Now, this sequence kept repeating itself several times, almost as if the orbs were now chasing the fighter jets, which is actually what the senior officer said in his written statement. They also observed the orange orbs flaring up and down all around them, all around this helicopter, several minutes before forming a distinct triangle before vanishing. And then finally, at 23:20 hours, they were low on fuel and had to return to the JOC, where the senior officer thanked the pilots before heading in to do a quick debrief before he finally headed home.
That's just fucking insane. I don't even know, man. That's a crazy story. That's you go from almost going home to possibly being attacked by aliens or whatever they were, and then they're like, "Yeah, we need to debrief. What all did you see, man?" That's insane.
He did state at the very end that him and the two pilots were so shooken up they could barely speak to each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you really expect me, first of all, to just repeat everything I just saw, but then you're gonna just send me home like nothing happened? I'd go crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to talk about. How fucking crazy that shit was. He just had this whole fucking life changing experience, and it's just written and put away into a classified archive just to be
For
revealed
years.
now.
Yeah,
It's
and
only 1 year.
oh, has it only been 1 year? Oh, well, still, even then, like keeping something like that, I'm sure they had to keep it a secret. So holding that in is for that long. Yeah, he went from almost getting away with it, and they're like, "Nope, go back. Something just hit." And
That's what I'm
then,
saying. I would be so pissed. I'd be like, oh fuck.
yeah, he's like, "Damn it, I almost made it. We were almost clocked out." And nope, he went on this whole freaking adventure. I mean, if that's what you want to call it, that's crazy.
The part where the orb just splits into two, that shit scares the fuck out of me. What do you mean?
It's got to be. Do you think it's one life form or multiple?
I don't know. Okay, so this is one of many other like UFO stories where they describe it as an orb of just bright light in like a warm, glowy center. So is the center the craft, or is that like the beam?
Who knows? Like, yeah, because unless it's, I don't know, because it's got to be coming from somewhere. Something's got to be producing that light, right?
I don't know. Why are the lights always so bright?
What if that's like, what if this is a simulation that's just like the big alien versions of a cat laser?
Bro. Yo, a cat laser?
You
That is wild, dog.
You're just playing with them with the cat laser,
Oh
a
my
gigantic
god.
cat laser.
That's so funny.
No, but it's crazy that it was going as fast as the jets or faster, and then like fell in formation, and then it would sit there and like bright and then dim out, and then they would just disappear. So from what I understand, when they would go out, they would just stop. So and then they would the jets keep flying. That's why they would disappear, or would they fly away once they dimmed out?
They were they were still keeping up with the jets. That's why it was weird. The light, they would dim out completely, and obviously they can't see anything in the air. So it's like this thing just put on
Camouflage.
camouflage mode,
I see what you're saying.
and then would just suddenly reappear, still keeping up with the jets.
Okay, I understand now.
And keep in mind, the jets are at 23,000 feet in the air, while they're inside of the helicopter at 700 feet.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's true actually, because the helicopter's nowhere near as high as the jets.
And it's almost like this thing was playing with them in the beginning, because it showed up underneath and then popped up on top of them.
To me, if it is one organism, or even if it's multiple, to me that part felt like it was like a curious kind of thing. Like, what are you? Kind of like coming from underneath, trying to surprise them, maybe.
Okay, so I'm doing some thinking right now, and keep in mind that the location of the reports of the UAP is in a test range site. So that's where they're testing out different weapons, the rockets, the missiles, the bombings, shit like that. There has been a theory that there is an alien race that watches over the human race, and like it specifically wants to protect us from destruction. Do you think that's what the aliens were doing? They were trying to observe the area where a bunch of destruction happens, making sure like we're not killing each other.
Like scouts, they sent some scouts out to make sure we're not blowing each other up.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's why they were like trying to observe the planes, the jets, and the helicopter.
Listen, people say this is all a simulation, so whoever's freaking running it maybe just sending some scouts in to.
Oh, not the simulation shit. I'm a little too yoinked for that right now.
I wonder why they released it now.
So there's two release dates. The first one was earlier this month, and then the second one was just today, literally just released this morning. And it's over 50 different documents and videos. There's photos. I was going through all of them, and this one was on page 2 or 3, and it caught my attention because there's probably like 6 pages of just the documents that's all redacted with the times, and then just 2 pages of the actual officer and his written statement.
Gotcha. So there's just like a huge file out right now. So there's probably a lot of people going through that whole thing too, just seeing what the government wants us to know.
And it's weird too. It's almost like they're breadcrumbing us, because have you heard about the movie that's coming out called Disclosure Day?
No, I have not. What's that about?
So Disclosure Day is a sci-fi movie that's been directed by Steven Spielberg, and he has been popping off when it comes to like the interviews and stuff leading up to this movie. It comes out in June. So June 12th, Disclosure Day is coming out in a theater near you. And it is about a young cybersecurity whistleblower who's played by Josh O'Connor. and Kansas City meteorologist who is played by Emily Blunt, who attempt to reveal global proof of alien life to the world, while an authoritarian corporate leader, played by Colin Firth, I don't know who that is, tries to stop them.
No, so it's, I mean, in the same thing, in the same subject, I guess, with the aliens and the government.
That's what I'm saying. So is it like, are they breadcrumbing us? Are they releasing these documentations now leading up to Disclosure Day, which is a movie about corporate entity just trying to cover the truth about extraterrestrial life? Are we about to get attacked by aliens?
What? You're telling me he paid the government to release those for his movie?
Dude,
That's what
dude.
that's from what you're saying, that's what I'm hearing.
No, I'm not trying to get there. I'm trying to get to he's not it's all the government knew he was coming out with this movie, so they're like, let me go ahead and start getting them used to this. And Spielberg is obviously part of the Illuminati or something else, allegedly. Please don't sue me. Um, and he knows that there is going to be aliens making contact with life officially on Earth.
Nah, I doubt it. The world has supposed to ended like 40 times already, and we're still here. And they release like War of the Worlds and all these other cool alien movies where the Earth gets attacked. So, and it hasn't happened yet. So,
But maybe it's finally happening.
nah, I doubt it. Because I don't know.
If we do get attacked, I hope it's by the aliens who want to breed with humans.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I'm very mentally ill. The story was rough, dude. I don't know. That one just got my attention.
No, it's good. It's cool that after all these freaking years of them, I mean, I know they already released this stuff about aliens being real and all this stuff a while ago, but after denying it for so long, I'm glad they're giving the people that are into all that stuff more to get into, I guess.
How often do you think shit like that happens where military personnel run into these orb like structures in the sky?
I'm pretty sure it's the military who runs Area 51 and all that, ain't it? So I'm sure a lot.
And they're just told to keep it in?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you work there, you don't leave the facility. That's where you live.
Y'all, the pay can't be that good. What y'all doing it for? Let's be real. They letting you keep an alien or something?
That's crazy. Like a Pokemon or something. That's insane.
You get a new one every year you stay on. I don't know. That's just it can't be
Yeah,
that's
but
just rough.
I'd say to answer your question, yeah, I'm sure military people see a lot of crazy stuff, especially like I said, because they run bases like Area 51 and stuff. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the military is who would be taking care of security for Area 51. I'd say.
Now all of the names and everything is obviously redacted from the files. So do you think like they're relieved that this came out and they're like, ah, finally fucking people know my truth, or are they like, ah, fuck, I still can't talk about this because my name's redacted?
I mean, I'd say a little of both, because even if somebody does find out it's them, it's like, I mean, we believe you. They're not gonna think they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? If the government told you to keep it a secret,
Or do you think that maybe he thought that this would never get declassified and that's why he wrote the statement and now he's probably freaking the F out?
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think he had a choice in writing the statement or not.
That's true. That's true. He did have to debrief them.
Yeah, so regardless if he wanted to or not, I don't think he had a choice.
God, that shit's crazy. I'm related. If you were in the United States military and you want to let us in on some little secret spooky times that have happened, please let us know down below in the
No,
comments.
don't do that. You're gonna get yourself thrown out, and we're gonna get arrested.
Just write allegedly this happened, and then it'll be okay.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you write this is a science fiction novel from my head with a winky face, and then tell us your story, we'll know what you mean. Anyways, there is still a lot for us to cover from the release. So if you want to hear more about that, let us know. I don't want to make the episodes too long, so I decided to just do this thing all on its own. And also, we missed release day 1, so there's still stuff that we can cover from that. So if you want to hear about that, or if you want to hear more Florida man stories, let us know down below which one you would prefer.
Yeah, there's plenty of those. those those come out on the daily.
That's my favorite part about living in Florida is when you can go outside late at night and you see a Florida man live in action.
Oh no, yeah. If you catch a Florida man like in person, that's like you won the lotto.
It's so funny. You can if you just go around the big cities, you'll find a couple.
Oh yeah, especially downtowns. Oh dude,
Oh,
Florida
love
man
it.
loves downtown.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed it because I enjoyed it. I like
Oh
talking about
yeah, I'm a
aliens.
fan of aliens and anything the government releases, like all those redacted files and stuff. It's always some good reading.
Oh my god, they released the wrong files. Wait, Trump, these were not the files we wanted you to release.
Can you imagine? That'd be crazy if they released something that they weren't supposed to, and then they like try to take it back. That'd be.
No, I mean the Epstein files. They haven't released the Epstein files. Release the Epstein files.
Didn't they release them?
Not all of them.
Not. I thought they released some of them, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
saying release the rest of them,
Oh yeah,
and
then no.
and we want the non-redacted versions. Give us the names of these grown adults that were taking advantage of minors. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go ahead and get that.
that
Maybe that's the real reason. Oh my god, what if all of this what if oh my god, what if all of this alien shit is fake made up files to keep us distracted from the real files that should be released?
that's a meme, ain't it? So I wouldn't put it past it.
Fuck, dude.
I'm pretty sure it's a
Fuck.
meme to this when something happens. They're like, this is a distraction from the. They're not releasing the Epstein files or whatever. I've seen it in the comments before of videos.
Oh my god, does that mean we got?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, they can keep breadcrumbing it, I guess. I'll keep eating it up.
Sure, yeah, they're gonna. They can't give it all out at once, man. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I think it would just cause chaos. I feel like if they would just really just dumped a bunch of stuff.
This podcast was for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, we just like the theme of aliens and people's stories.
It's until next time, you guys. Stay cool, stay elevated.
Stay zooted.
That's what elevated means, dog.
I know. I just like that word. My bad.
Till next time. Bye.
Bye.